OK， 那这个非常荣幸，这是我们第2天到这个比赛这个会场。那在看这次这个晋级赛比赛之前，我们有非常荣幸能够访问到昨天我们在玩Waylay的时候，介绍跟我们讲这角色的特性的这个设计师。所以我们有算是一个非常贴心的小活动，是我们可以问一些你对这个新特务的想法，然后这2个设计师也非常热情，就会马上回答你那个所有关于新特务的问题。那我就会趁这个机会了解这个新特务除了这个特性啊、故事还有背景等等。等一下就可以访问这2位大神级的设计师。I have a little bit question for you guys.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. First question is, where do you get the inspiration from Waylay from?
You want to start?
Yeah, so a lot of my inspiration for Waylay came from Jet and Raze. You know, these are characters that Valorant players have been playing for 5 years almost since the game came out. So I wanted to make a character that lived up to how much players love those characters, right? So it's been a long time since we've had a character like this, and I thought about that a lot. And one of the things that I thought very deeply about was how much mastery the movement of the characters have. So, you know, with satchels, Raze's satchel, you can practice that forever and get better and better and better at it, and you can be endlessly creative in how you approach using it. And, you know, similar even with Jet. Jet has this factor where the movement's a little bit more accessible. Like it's you can see in a pro game someone dash out into a smoke and be like, oh, I can do that. Whereas with Raze, not so much. It takes a little bit more practice. So to me, Waylay is I was trying to find something that had the creativity and expressiveness of those characters like Raze, but maybe something that was a little easier to access and see it in the game and feel like you could approach it. But also still feel like it's something that you could endlessly explore and keep figuring out new ways to use.
Okay, 好。Okay, thank you. Another question is, do you expect Waylay to take Jet's position in some of the match?
I wouldn't say she's going to replace Jet, but I do think that we're going to see Waylay used in certain scenarios instead of Jet, and I actually think that's a really exciting thing, where you're going to be able to think between these 2 different characters and when they are best used in what team compositions and what maps.
Yeah, I think Breeze, for example, is a very good Jet map, and I think the site being so open, there's many angles to shoot entry duelists from. The smoke is very powerful in that situation. I also think very similar on Abyss as well. Whereas on maybe maps like Icebox or Ascent, where the sites have many angles to hide and tuck and dash into, I think Waylay would maybe be stronger on maps like that.
Okay. Do you expect Waylay to show up in a team with double first entry duelist or with another second entry duelist?
I think that she could probably be a primary entry duelist.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
certainly. But I also think the maps that we have seen double dive on, like Split, for example, or teams that just like to play 2 duelists like PRX, I think that they will probably be incorporating Waylay quite quickly into those situations as well.
We'll see double dive from them.
Yeah, I think, for example, any map where you would play Raze, I think Waylay would pair very nicely with Raze. Similar on those double dive or double duelist composition maps.
After releasing Tail, some Sentinels such as Cypher and Killjoy will pick less because their setup can be cleared too early and too easy. It might also affect to releasing of another Sentinels in the future. How will agent team deal with this?
I think with Teho, in patch 10.04, the same patch that we're releasing Waylay, we're making a slight adjustment to the rockets so that they don't destroy Killjoy's lockdown. And we'll just kind of keep monitoring to see how that feels right as time goes on. Ultimately, we're still seeing Cypher and these other Sentinels still get picked, even in spite of this interaction. But it's still early for Teho, right? It's easy to forget. It's only been a couple months, despite the fact that he's been very impactful. So we'll have to just keep an eye on it and follow up in the future.
Okay.
Thank you.
就是因为大家也知道，以往就是不是睿智就是解题，就是其实有位移的角色，其实他刚刚有说没有那么多。
对，他就是说，主要是说根据地图去选嘛，就有些可能比较开放的，可能那时候烟就很强，那个
或是比较窄的，就会说希望有睿智。
对，比较好躲的话，那可能Waylay或是睿智的那个成功率就会比较高一点。
没错，然后最后面还问他一个算是 bonus 的问题，就是问他说，这个那个带猴出现之后，其实很多守卫都那个出场率都下降了，然后因为带猴有点太强势，然后让可能守卫现在只剩下大部分的维师跟社服等等，基本上就没有出场的机会。然后他有说那个带猴才刚出，所以他们其实也是在看，到时候会不会有什么nerf还是 buff，让这个游戏变得更平衡。所以其实设计师都是有考虑我们玩家的那个心声，就是他随时随地都有在观测各式各样的数据，我觉得非常棒，而且蛮贴心的。OK， 那我们刚刚这个快乐的访问环节也结束了，等等非常紧张刺激的比赛又要来开始了，所以准备 Let go。